All right, welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting for financial freedom. We are actually starting this week here on a positive note. You can see on my right, we've got things which are up 23%, 20%, 14%, 15%. That's really what we call a great start to the week. And I think this week is actually going to be very much volatile because we have got main events left, right, and center. Tomorrow, for example, we have got the presidential debate. And if we have got any crazy result that comes out of there, I think it has got the potential to move markets. On top of that, we also have got the CPI data that is going to be coming on Wednesday. That's also right after the debate. And with that, we know that the following week on the 18th of September, we have got the Fed rate meeting. And that really can change the trajectory of all those markets. So in today's video, our main concern is going to be number one, the Jasmy price set, number two, the ICP internet computer price set. Then we are also going to be taking a look at the Bitcoin price. We, of course, are not living in an isolated bubble in this market. So we'll be taking a look at the stock market and really what kind of trajectory that the market is following right at this point. Without me further running my mouth too much, I want to kindly ask you to help me spread the video just by delicately tapping the like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm, and people looking for Jasmy ICP BTC analysis will be able to find this video much more easily. If you're new to the channel, I want to kindly ask you to subscribe because I do TA on these altcoins and Bitcoin on a regular basis, right? Before we begin the video, I actually have great news for you from our partners at BingX, and this is the official exchange of the channel, and they have actually created an event for the Crypto Front community. Up to $5,450 can be won, and on top of that, you can have 300 ton tokens. The event is going to be lasting here 21 days. So 21 days from now, this opportunity is no longer going to be there. So if you are interested in this opportunity, feel free to check the links down there in the description or maybe the comment section. I really don't know where I'm going to be putting them, but let's quickly jump right into the markets here. We want to start here with the Jasmy price set. And if you remember yesterday, I was saying that here the only thing that can save the Jasmy price set is if we have somewhat of a god candle that will show up coming out of this 1.8 cents support level. Now, for full disclosure, we were actually in a long position on the Jasmy price set, but I think we hit our stop loss right at 1.8 cents. Now, in as much as we hit our stop loss here, I think that Jasmy is still very much bullish, right? I'm not going to be entering the long position one more time because from a risk to reward ratio standpoint, really doesn't make any sense. But what I would say here in the immediate short term for the Jasmy price, that as you can see, we have got this bar of support right around 1.8 cents. We didn't have a daily candle closure outside of that area. So this is where I was saying that the support level is still very much valid, and we want to see this candle really continue pushing to the upside, maybe going as high something like 2.1 cents, because we really want to be staying away from this support level. You have to understand that the more you are playing right around the support level, that's also the more likely you're going to be breaking it to the next support level, right? And the next support level here for the Jasmy price, that as I have been saying time and again, is right around 1.5 cents. And again, you don't want to be playing around 1.5 cents here for Jasmy, because this, I think, here is the last line in the sand that really determines whether we are going to be going for a bear cycle with the Jasmy price set, or we're going to continue with the bull cycle. So right now I'm rooting for Jasmy to continue pushing higher because we don't want to be playing too much closer to those support levels there. But overall, if we take a look at where we were picking back then in something like June 2024, and if we grab our Fibonacci retracement level from top to bottom here, we can still see that we have got an opportunity to still go as high something like 3.3 cents, 3.2 cents, just as a retracement, right? Remember that even when you are in a bearish cycle, the price will not just go to the downside in a straight line. So this is positive price action for Jasmy in the immediate short term. My fingers are crossed that it actually holds. I also have to remind you that if we lose something like 1.8 cents here and closing daily candles outside of 1.8 cents for Jasmy, the next support level is 1.5 cents. Now, the issue with 1.5 cents is that we don't want to be playing too much closer to it because it's like the main support level for the Jasmy prices. So I think my analysis is very much clear here for Jasmy, that I only have conditions for continuity here, being that we have to hold and never close a daily candle below 1.8 cents. Now, if you take a look at the underlying indicators, we don't have anything that is really screaming anything. Everything is almost neutral, right? Just moving along with the price section. But I also want to remind you of the most important moving average that we have on the Jasmy price. That's the 50 daily moving average, and you can still see that we are trading below it. It would really be something that is fantastic if we come back to something like 2.3 cents here, break above that, and my concerns are almost going to be disappearing from there, right? Now, moving on to ICP, Internet Computer Protocol, we have got great news in the sense that we are still maintaining these higher lows, but also on the flip side, we are also seeing that we are also still having these lower highs. So we need to break trend here for ICP, Internet Computer Protocol. The last high that we set was around something like $9. So yeah, I expect the price to continue pushing higher. There will be a resistance level there, but even before we get to $9, I think there is also going to be a resistance level on this lower level here. That's around something like, you know, $8 basically. So there will be a resistance there at $8, and then if we break that resistance, we are looking at the next major resistance right around $9 for ICP, Internet Computer Protocol. From there, we are looking at ICP to continue testing the main resistance that we have right around $10.50. And yeah, this is when things are really going to be much more interesting for ICP, Internet Computer Protocol, because you can already see that this was where the capitulation began, right? This is where excitement disappeared in the market. Once we broke below those levels, it was all, you know, doom and gloom. But right now, once we revisit those levels again on a weekly time frame, we would have created like a very nice double bottom, right? Let me quickly just zoom in and see what we would have created there. So we would have essentially created a double bottom here, and this one is very much powerful because you can see that it's maintaining the higher lows there. So yeah, we'll see what eventually happens. And we are also seeing that that level is also a very important Fibonacci retracement level from top to bottom here. That's almost the 0.382 retracement level. So yeah, exciting things here in the sense that ICP is looking even much stronger than I anticipated. Usually when the market is slow like that, you see ICP, you know, lagging behind, but I think ICP has actually proven to be much stronger, which I really commend, because it means that the community also has matured at least, right? And at the same time, I think the tokenomics are really helping here. Just remember that 46%, I think, yeah, 46% of the circulation right at this point is tagged in ICP. And like the earliest that they can be unlocked is maybe 6 months from now. We also know that we have up to 160 something million tokens that are locked like for 8 years and stuff like that. So in terms of the tokenomics, and if the community is not really panicking so much, the price action towards the downside is very much going to be limited for ICP. So yeah, I'm rooting for ICP as well. Let's see if we can just break above that $9, but bring back more excitement into the market. But the best news for now is that we are holding these lower highs very much strongly. We need to see finally a break of trend, meaning that if we break and close a few daily candles above this $9 level, that is a very good sign here for ICP, Internet Computer Protocol. Now, this is a very important chart. This is the BTC price, and what you are seeing here is the 50 weekly moving average. What we have seen with BTC is that after a top has come in or a new all-time high has come in, if BTC like goes back to test the 50 weekly moving average, it has actually had like huge bounces. Here you can see this instance that I'm showing here, you know, 2021, and you can see we had more than 100% pump, right? So that was great. We also have got another instance here, and I'll obviously relate to what the altcoins are doing, right? So you see here Bitcoin, after setting a new all-time high, revisits the 50, you know, weekly moving average, and then from there it has a huge bounce like that. So that is something that is great. Let's see if we have another instance here. So we have the same thing happening back then in 2013. After a new all-time high, you come back to the 50 weekly moving average. So we have had 3 scenarios where this has actually provided very much strong support here for Bitcoin, right? What does that relate to where we are sitting right at this point in the market? We are almost at that same, actually we are right at that same, you know, instance where we have set a new all-time high and we are coming back to test the 50 weekly moving average. Now, as I said, for the most part, we have like huge bounces, right? If this is to happen, it means that it's going to be carrying the rest of the market along with Bitcoin. But it has also shown that there is weakness in the market, because you can see that the second time this, you know, 50 weekly moving average was tested and broken below, that was marking the beginning of a bear cycle, or actually just confirming the beginning of a bear cycle. Same situation here as well, and also the same instance right here. Once you're breaking below the 50 weekly moving average, that could also send Bitcoin into like a big bear trend. So right now, yeah, we can be welcoming the, you know, the bounce that we are seeing right across the board, but also at the same time, let's not forget that if we break below that 50, you know, weekly moving average, that's not going to be something that is very great for the market. So overall, I think that, yeah, we have these kind of bounces even though we are in bearish, you know, environments. Right now, I think that we can still see the market also crash to the downside a little bit much more, because of what I've been showing you time and again, that look guys, what we have seen is that, whenever the Fed is, starting to cut rates, there is something that is wrong in the market. And it doesn't immediately mean that we are going to be going like bullish, right? The initial reaction for the most part is that the market kind of, shakes a little bit, and I'll be expecting the same thing here. So let's see what eventually happens on the 18th of September. But overall, I think that we can have a little bit of a shock towards the downside. And then from there, if actually the Fed cuts aggressively, that's actually to our advantage, because we know that like constant low rates are great for the market. As you can see here, low interest rate means boom, the market is flying. Low interest rate, the market is moving to the upside. Low interest rate moving to the upside. Low interest rate moving to the upside. So this is something that you have to pay attention to. The initial shock may actually result in the market pushing towards the downside a little bit much more. That is also an advantage if you're waiting for a paycheck or something like that. It means that you could also still be able to buy Jasmy ICP Bitcoin and your favorite altcoin at a much cheaper price. I just want to invite you to cftoolkit.com. This is the toolkit that I have been preparing all summer for you, so that you will be able to trade and set up your own charts and indicators. So just go right to cftoolkit.com. The link will be somewhere there in the comment section. So we have about 34 videos and I think 9 sections which you can actually watch slowly, right? This is the introduction, right? So chart access, we also have got in understanding chart basics. Then from there, effective tools and indicators. Then from there, we are taking a look at the useful patterns that you have to trade, not your regular head and shoulders pattern, this and that, but these are like useful things that I have been using over the years. I think the most important thing here is this part here, because most of these patterns in here are actually custom made from my experience right across the market, right? The pro tip section and the setting up your trades will be open, I think tomorrow. That's 10th of September 2024. So yeah, feel free to check out cftoolkit.com, and of course don't forget to check out this event that BingX has prepared for the CF community, up to $5,450. I think this is something that is amazing, right? So just remember, none of what I say is financial advice, and you shouldn't be buying or selling anything because of anything I say, right? But if you like the content, don't forget to delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and then I would have to see you on the very next one. Take really, really good care of yourselves. Bye.